Out to the left-hand side. Good play by Benfica. Sheldrup trying to attack. Lovely ball inside. Chance for Palvarez. Tries the 1-2. Gets the shot in. And it's straight into the arms of Courtois. Dangerous play once again. Rafa Silva it was. Getting involved there in the number 10 position. The ball off Sheldrup. Fired it right-footed low. Straight to the arms of Courtois. But a chance again for Benfica there. Certainly not looking to make up the numbers this evening. They're here. Try and see what they can do. And as I say, normally Mourinho's sides are compact, organised, structured, and look to try and hit you with a set piece or a counter-attacking option. But they've certainly come out their blocks tonight. But just as I say that, here's Gula for Real Madrid over the halfway line. Sweeps it out to the left-hand side to Vinicius Junior. 1v1 against Dedic. Goes in field, lovely 1-2. Vinicius has got a chance here, and he shoots wide. Took a deflection, has it? Well, he certainly thinks it did, but it hasn't. A referee calming things down. Vinicius, he's absolutely fuming. He believes there was a corner there outside the right boot shot. It was, and just outside the Benfica, or just inside the Benfica penalty area. And Otamendi. Let's have a look at this. Does he deflect it off Vinicius Junior? Oh, I think he's got a case, you know. I think it does come off Otamendi last there. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I can see why he was certainly not happy with that, Vinicius, but the referee has gone with his assistant. And here come Benfica, attacking down the right. The cross is put in, but Rudiger will see to that for Real Madrid. Well, Vinicius has got 2 Champions League goals so far, along with 6 assists. He's certainly on fire with 3 goals in his last 3, or if you want to go even further than that, 4 goals in his last 5, or 4 should I say, because he was suspended, wasn't he, for the 2-0 win at Valencia just a few weeks ago. Certainly a man in rich vein of form at the moment. João Chalo is the man in the dugout this evening. Jose Mourinho's assistant. Real Madrid will have a throw on this near side. Carreras throws it into Asensio. Goes back to Courtois. And Asensio, of course, 23 years of age. He made his Real Madrid senior debut last season, incidentally, in the European competition, of course, against Liverpool. He actually missed the 1-0 win back in Benfica because he was suspended. Back tonight, though, is the Real Madrid centre-back. Here is Camavinga inside the centre circle. 8.5 minutes gone here at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 0, Benfica 0. Ball will go back to Rudiger. Rudiger will find Courtois. So Benfica must overturn a 1-goal deficit at the Bernabeu to reach the last 16. There's been early little signs of it. And, nothing quite concrete as yet. Courtois making a couple of comfortable saves. As Real Madrid will have possession deep inside their own half at the moment, but Rudiger wants to change that, which he does. Puts it over to the left-hand side to Vinicius now. Holding the ball up, rolls it back to Rudiger. Real Madrid have it at the back at the moment. Benfica just trying to press very lightly with Rafa Silva the furthest forward. Here is Gula, clips the ball over to that left-hand side. Vinicius is going to be a race to keep that in, and he can't quite get there, and the ball goes out for a throw-in on this near side to Benfica. Just seeing that chance with Vinicius Junior once again. It's a lovely 1-2 with Arda Güler, and definitely with the outside of his right boot struck it. It deflected off Otamendi and out for what should have been a corner. But referee's assistant was having none of it. Camavinga has just taken a bit of a kick there. It'll be a free kick to Real Madrid as Benfica man Pavlidis gets him up to his feet. The Greek forward has scored 20 league goals this season, is Anielis Palvids. He's actually leading Portugal's scoring charts. So Real Madrid want to watch out for someone. That's certainly someone they do need to. Here is Courtois out to this near side to Carillas. Carillas is going to go back to Rudiger, and Real Madrid will just keep possession inside their own half at the back at the moment, but the ball is poor. In the end, it's out for a throw-in. Asensio just miscontrolling the ball there when they could have done a little bit better. Benfica will have the throw, and the ball will go all the way back to their goalkeeper. Anatoly Trubin, the Ukraine shot stopper, who kept 6 clean sheets so far from his 13 Champions League fixtures. He's again on the ball. He's shy of the penalty spot, waiting for an option. And just rolling out to the right hand side to Dedic. Dedic will come driving over the halfway line. He's got Araujo with it. Araujo flicks the ball over the back of the Real Madrid fence, and is he going to fall loose? It is, you know. It's going to fall for Pavlidis. He's inside the area, clips the ball into the box over everybody's head, and it goes out for a Real Madrid goal kick. But good play by Benfica there. They used the width well there once again. And Vangelis, Pavlidis chipped the ball from the left-hand side of the Real Madrid penalty area towards the far post, but it just missed everybody's head, and out for a goal kick it goes. We've played 12 minutes here at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 0, Benfica 0. Courtois will thump it forward, left-footed, over the halfway line. The ball straight to a Benfica shirt, though. Here is Rios now, in the middle of the park. Goes back to his centre-half, Otamendi. Otamendi out to the left-hand side to Sheldrup. Sheldrup goes back to Barrera. Barrera under pressure there, Benfica. Had to be careful. Just about got it right. Here is Dedic now. Already showed what he can do with some infield runs, but he's having to do some defending there. Camavinga putting him under pressure, but he does well. And it will be a free kick to Benfica. It was Leandro Barrera, actually the man who went down on Mainz midfielder. His second season here at Benfica. And here come Benfica again with Sheldrup on that left-hand side. Rolls it into the feet of Wilshens again. It's given away. And now a switch of play. Rios, lovely ball out to Dedic on this right-hand side. Once again, got the ball. Short ball, or flick ball, and what a chance here, Pavlidis. It's there, pulls the ball back. Oh, it's surely going to go in. It has gone in, and Benfica have equalised on aggregate and take the lead at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 0, Benfica 1. The ball is prodded in from close range. It was a right mess, but they won't care, will they? And I'm not sure if is it Sheldrup that gets the final touch. Well, they're all applauding one another. Or whether it's Rafa Silva. I think it's Rafa Silva that got the goal, but it was a lovely piece of play. Down the right-hand side, Pavlidis drills the ball into the 6-yard box with his right foot. The ball deflects off the Real Madrid defender, and then it's prodded home by Rafa Silva. Courtois saves it with his legs. It falls straight to Rafa Silva, takes control of it with his left foot, and then just prods it over him with his right foot. A really neat close range finish from Rafa Silva. 1 goal in 2 matches, but Real Madrid will wonder what a messy situation they got themselves into there. I think it was Asensio that deflected it straight back to his goalkeeper. It's very difficult to see, but great work from Benfica. They opened up Real Madrid there. Pavlidis down the right side of the area. Low ball into the 6-yard area. And as I say, Asensio just tried to get a foot on it. He could only slide and deflect it against Courtois' legs, and as the ball came out, it was easy pickings for Rafa Silva, who couldn't really miss. He'd only got Courtois to beat from 5 yards out, and he got the control with his left foot, and then with his right just dinked it over him nice and neatly. And so it is Real Madrid 0, Benfica 1. We've got a game on our hands now, haven't we, here at the Bernabeu? If you have just tuned in, you're listening to live audio match commentary. And it's no more than Benfica deserve, to be fair. They have certainly opened up Real Madrid. And just seeing it again. Lovely ball for it. It was a great low cross from Pavlidis into the 6-yard area, but Asensio, he's just trying to get a foot on it and gets it all wrong. It's as simple as that. So Real Madrid have got it all to do now, haven't they? It's 1-1 on aggregate, or should I say not all to do, but all to start again. Bit of a blow early on, but no more than Benfica deserve. They've been the side on the ascendancy, but things will change here. Chance here for Real Madrid, the ball comes back, oh, and straight away is an equaliser! It's Tchouameni with the goal! What a brilliant finish that is! Well, Real Madrid cut Benfica apart down the right-hand side, and the low ball is put across the 18-yard area, central position, and Tchouameni just smashes it right-footed past Trubin into the Benfica goal. And well, it didn't take long, did it? Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1, and it's Valverde who finished it. Gula who set him up. Lovely run from Gula, the Turk. He rolled the ball out to the right-hand side to Valverde. He pulls the ball back to the edge of the 18-yard area. And there is Tchouameni to hit it crisp as you like with the right foot. Curls it beautifully into that bottom right-hand corner. And it is Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1. Well, talk about an immediate impact. That's exactly what Real Madrid have done here. And it is a unlikely scorer, if ever there was one, really, isn't it? The Frenchman. Aurélien Tchouameni doesn't get many goals, does he? But he's got one tonight, and what an important one it could be. Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1, but here come Benfica again. What a game this is. Dages into the air, could be a chance for Benfica, and Asensio this time makes up for his earlier error and gets there just before Pavlidis could get on the end of it. But here come Real Madrid. It's end-to-end stuff here at the Bernabeu. Here's González Garcia now on the right-hand side. Picks out Valverde. Lovely 1-2 between the two. Rolls it back to Tchouameni, who's going to be full of confidence now, isn't he, following that goal. Camavinga. Out to the left-hand side. Carillas. Carillas is going to go back to Rudiger. Rudiger into the centre circle. Asensio, who will probably feel a little bit better now his side have got back on level terms. Oh, lovely skill from Carillas. Drifts in field. Needs support though. Benfica players got everybody behind the ball now. Valverde, lovely ball down the right hand side, cross comes into the area. Benfica do well, and it's Otamendi who defends it. Once again they cut Benfica apart there, Real Madrid. They haven't done that often at all in this opening 18 minutes or so, but the goal came from that beautiful piece of play between Gula and Valverde, who just set it up timely really for Tchouameni to Rolls Royce it in with his right foot. Beautiful connection, and Real Madrid are back on level terms and lead on aggregate once more by 2 goals to 1. As Benfica will have a free kick. It's going to be Otamendi who will take it. It's deep inside their own half, so I think the Benfica captain take his time in what he needs to do. Seems a long time ago since he was playing for Manchester City, of course, doesn't he? We have to go back to the 1920 season when Otamendi was last in a Manchester City shirt. It's his 6th season with the club. Now leading the club as the captain. As Real Madrid try and pick up the ball in the middle of the park, it's maybe Carreras out to the left-hand side to Camavinga, flicks the ball down that left-hand channel. Vinicius is going to be onto it. Can he get to it? Good defending by Dedic there, had to get it right, and he did. Just puts the ball out for a Real Madrid throw, and Vinicius getting the crowd up there with his arms, telling the fans, come on, get behind us. Here he is once again. Real Madrid have it on this left-hand side. Almost level with the Benfica penalty area, but it's going to go all the way back to Rudiger. Rudiger back into Asensio. Now Trent Alexander-Arnold. Back to Asensio once again. He goes for Rudiger. Rudiger rolls it out to the left-hand side. Here's Vinicius now. We're going to take on the Benfica right back Dedic, but instead he goes for Camavinga. Still Real Madrid knocking the ball about a lot more confidently now. Camavinga will go on a run here. Here he is. He's got Vinicius to the left. He uses Vinicius. Where's he going to go? Vinicius rolls it back. Rudiger once again. And Benfica have got everybody penned in behind that ball now. It's just a case of seeing how things go, I think. Because they are under the cosh a little bit as Dedic just about heads the ball back to his goalkeeper Trubin there. Risky, but he just about got it right. Otherwise, he could have ended up with egg on his face. But in the meantime, Sheldrup is breaking here for Benfica. He's into the penalty area. A great chance here for Sheldrup. Pulls the ball back right across the 6-yard area. Nobody there to finish it. It's not over yet. Still Benfica have it. Lovely 1-2. Great chance here. Can they get the ball across? They can't. And it was Barreiro who found himself in a great position down the right side of the Real Madrid penalty area there. Right by the byline. And he hit the ball across, but it deflects off the Real Madrid man and out for a corner. What a run that was from Sheldrup. He's got to have run 30 yards there. Drove into the Real Madrid penalty area. And his cross right across the 6-yard area, but nobody to touch it. It will be a corner to Benfica. It's going to be taken by Orsnes. In it goes towards the near post. It's flicked away. But still Benfica will recycle possession. On the left-hand side, flicked in by Dow. It's a high one, but it's comfortable in the end for Courtois, who just rolls it out to Gula. And here come Real Madrid. Here come the cavalry now, rolling their way through the Benfica defence. Here is Arda Güler. Needs support. Got it in the shape of Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni knocks it back to Camavinga. Now he has it again, does the Real Madrid midfielder. Out to the left-hand side. Carreras inside to Tchouaméni once again. Camavinga turns on the ball. He's got Alexander-Arnold to the right. Uses Carreras on the left-hand side instead. Now he's Vinicius. Cuts inside. Here's Vinicius. Tried the 1-2. Gets it back to Tchouaméni. Lovely ball out to the right-hand side. Real Madrid got a chance for a cross here. Alexander-Arnold sweeps it in there. It's cleared away. Volleyed clear in the end by Otamendi. But Real Madrid will come back once more. 23 minutes on the clock. You're listening to live audio match commentary. End-to-end stuff here at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1. Camavinga goes for the shot from 30 yards. But it's straight into the arms of Trubin. Well, Real Madrid lead by 2-1, of course, on aggregate. So it would be enough for them to go through to the last 16. I'm sure Benfica will have plenty to say about that, and they already have had plenty to say. Starting the game very well indeed, getting themselves a goal, but all of a sudden Real Madrid, it's like it woke the beast really. They were hardly in it, but now they feel like control is back with the Galacticos. And here is Camavinga for Real Madrid down the left-hand channel. Gets past one, gets past two, he goes down. No, referee says no. Vinicius will take over. Here is Vinicius driving towards the Benfica penalty. Goes for the low shot. Straight into the arms, though, of Trubin. He'll take those all day with the Benfica goalkeeper. But you really cannot take your eyes off this one. And, of course, in terms of you listening to us, it's your ears that you have to rely on, isn't it? But I can tell you, it really is a scintillating watch so far. But here come Benfica down the right-hand side. We'll attack a bit of possession here. Rios trying to drive forward. Camavinga knocks it off. Rios actually, and it will go out for a throw-in to Real Madrid. They'll just take their time for the moment and throw it forward. And Richard Rios, the Colombian midfielder, he actually got an assist in the 3-0 win over AFS last time out. It was his first assist of the season, and in a Benfica shirt, would you believe? It was the only sign from Palmeiras last season. And he's been injured. A spell out between January and February. He's back, trying to show what he can do, the defensive midfielder. This will be out for Real Madrid throw once more on this far right hand side, just midway point of their own half. This ball is flicked over to Ola Gula. Here is Gula, rolls it into the feet of Camavinga. He will drive forward. He's got Carreras on the left hand side. Here is Carreras. Picks out Rudiger. Rudiger now inside the centre circle. Asensio. Where's Asensio going to go? Finds Gula. Gula's picked it up now. Real Madrid drifting from right to left. Here is Carreras now. Real Madrid left back. Of course, Benfica know all about him, don't they? Having spent 2 seasons with them on a permanent basis before a £50 million move to Real Madrid last year. Here is Trent Alexander-Arnold for Real Madrid. He rolls it back to Courtois. Now on the edge of their own penalty. It's a lovely little flick there from Rudiger to find Camavinga. He's got to turn and twist, and he does well. Gets it out to the left-hand side to that man, Carreras. Carreras is under pressure. He then finds Tchouameni, the Real Madrid goal scorer. Back to Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Real Madrid just rolling the ball across the back at the moment, waiting for Benfica to try and press if they can. Of course, Real are out still without Jude Bellingham, Eder Militao and Rodrigo, aren't they? Through injury at the moment, although Rodrigo is suspended after a red card in the league phase finale. Which, forget Benfica beat Real Madrid 4-2, didn't they? Which is what got them through to where they are today. He was Asensio for Real Madrid. Now Gula into the feet of Camavinga. Over the halfway line, tried to put the ball through the Benfica defence, but they do well and cut it out with the Portuguese outfit. Araujo out to Sheldrup and trying to attack down that left-hand side. He's been quite bright and early on as the Benfica winger, Andres Sheldrup. Got 2 goals, would you believe, in that 4-2 win for Benfica over Real Madrid. Sure, he'll have another one this evening, wouldn't he? As Benfica have possession inside their own half at the moment. There's Orshines now on the ball for Benfica. Midway point of the Real Madrid half, but Real have got everybody back behind the ball in like a 4-4-2 system. Very well organised and structured, trying to follow the ball the way it's going, and in the end they force Benfica back. Really good play by Real Madrid there. The supporters enjoyed that. Back to Trubin it goes in the Benfica goal. Got a chance for them to start again, which they do. Out to the left hand side, there's that man Sheldrup. Goes on a run, tries to play the ball. Rafa Silva made a brilliant run there through the Real Madrid defence, but Asensio was there, alert to the danger. Rafa Silva, of course, the man who got the goal for Benfica, the opening goal in this one. Former Besiktas man. And here come Benfica on the attack. Dedic gets the cross in, and that's a good block by Carreras. And it's gone out for a corner here to Benfica. Well, he did well, Carreras. He got his body in the way, blocked the cross from Dedic as he was arrowing down that right-hand side. So it will be a corner to Benfica. We've played almost 30 minutes here in this first half. Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1 in this second leg of this UEFA Champions League knockout stage. Real leading 2-1 in aggregate, of course. Benfica looking to change that. In it goes, flicked away by the header. Camavinga, though, gets up well. Here come Benfica again. Dahl has miscontrolled it, and it goes out for a throw-in to Real Madrid. Gula just lets that go out very comfortably. And so, only simple pickings for Real Madrid. Will just leave that for Trent Alexander-Arnold to take his time. Benfica did have a good start, got themselves in front, but Real Madrid have fought back since then, got the equalising goal, and certainly are looking like the Real Madrid we are used to. Here is Vinicius, skips over one challenge though, here he goes, driving infield, Vinicius leaves it for Tchouaméni, who puts the ball over to the right hand side to Valverde. Valverde back into Gula. Gula now centre of the field, 30 yards from goal. Clips the ball left-footed, over to the left-hand side looking for Carreras. It's headed away by Dedic, but Carreras will recycle it. Tchouaméni, back to Rudiger. Here come Real Madrid again. 20 yards outside the Benfica penalty area. Gula, out to the right-hand side. Looking for a cross possibly. In the end, the ball is going to go all the way back, is it? To Rudiger. Here come Real Madrid again though. Looking to try and find that final pass. Vinicius now on this left-hand side, goes past his man. Here he is, into the penalty area. Great chance if he gets the ball into the box. Still got it, Vinicius. He almost lost the ball. He was trying to do too much with his feet, but clips the ball into the air. And a back-in chance. It's gone in. It's gone into the net, and it's Gula. And Real Madrid have scored. Incredible. Well, it was all a massive surprise because it looked like Trubin had got the ball and then he hadn't, and Gula got there first, put his foot to it and puts the ball in the net. Incredible. Well, let's have a look at this. VAR will look at it if there is a problem, or is there offside? Oh, I don't know. Gula could be offside here. Well, it was Vinicius Junior who, after really you thought he'd lost possession, well, clipped the ball out to the right-hand side. Valverde headed the ball back into the 6-yard area, and then it was a right scramble as the ball tried to be forced home, and he couldn't put it in, Gonzalo Garcia. As he did, the goalkeeper comes out. Oh, well, yeah, he doesn't get to it. Yeah, it's a goal, that is. There's nothing wrong with that. Gula gets there before Trubin. Trubin goes to ground, puts his two hands on the ball, but doesn't get the ball. And Gula pokes it through him and puts it in. Now, there is a goal check going on, so they are taking a look at it, VAR, so you'll have to wait and see what happens here. So it's all up to Christian Dinger and Daniel Schiffi, the VAR assistant referees, and they'll be waiting to see what happens. Now, the other thing is whether Gula was offside or Gonzalo Garcia. We'll have to wait and see. The referee, will he give the goal? Let's wait and see. And it's no goal. The goal is chalked off, and it is offside. So I did think that Gula may have strayed offside in the move, and he did. So the flag is up, the goal is ruled out. VAR saw that Gula, or was it Gonzalo Garcia, one of those anyway, was slightly in front of the Benfica man. So the goal is ruled off. Let's see it again. We're seeing it again. Vinicius Junior clips it to the right-hand side, and it is Gonzalo Garcia that is slightly off. He's in front of Arejo, the Benfica centre-back, and that is what causes the problem. So no goal. We are still as it is. Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1. Benfica live to fight another day. Here they come, trying to get the ball on the edge of the D. Real Madrid, there's a foul in the build-up, and there's going to be a yellow card there by the looks of it. And just waiting to see whether that's Pavlidis, I think, the Benfica striker, who's been given the yellow card. It is. He's just gone in on Tchouaméni. Well, of course, Tchouaméni likes a tackle, doesn't he? He gets the ball first, and as he does, Pavlidis slides in, takes him out, and that is a yellow card all day. So, or is it Roberto Rios? No, it's going to be, I think it's Rios, isn't it, that's taken. It is. So Rios is in the book, the Colombian. Yellow carded, but in the meantime, Vinicius is going on a run down the left-hand side for Real Madrid. What can he make of this? 1-1 here at the Bernabeu. You're listening to live audio match commentary. It's been a cracker so far. 10 minutes to go until the break, and you feel like it's just going to get better. Here is Vinicius, flicks the ball over to the left-hand side. Cut out well, Benfica win it back. Now it's on the right-hand channel. That looks a foul there on Vinicius, and it is. So Real Madrid will have a free kick on this near side, just a few yards away from the touchline. 20-30 yards outside the Benfica penalty area. So instead they'll go all the way back to Rudiger. They want to try and put the ball into the box. Maybe it was a little further out than possibly we thought. But in the meantime, Benfica win the ball back with shoulder up now. He's trying to drive forward, and then in the end, again, it's that man Tchouameni gets in just in front of shoulder up and wins his side a free kick. Well, both teams have had 3 attempts on target so far in this one. Let's just show you what a game we have had. We do approach the half-time whistle. Just 9 minutes to go. And of course, it could have all been different, hadn't it? That Arlagula's goal stood, but we've just seen it again. It was the right decision. Gonzalo Garcia was offside in the move, and I'll say certainly nothing wrong with the actual goal itself. As, it did appear Trubin might have got the ball in his hands, but he was nowhere near it, actually. He put his hands to go for the ball, but he just didn't get there. Gula prodded it home, but no goal. And so we remain at 1-1. As Benfica will have it inside the centre circle. Here is Otamendi. Plays it short in field. It's Orshanes now out to the left-hand side. So good ball out to shoulder up. Here he is into the Real Madrid penalty area, getting to the ball. Lovely turn, lovely twist. Ball comes out, shot comes in. Oh, it's in the post, and it's come back out. Oh, I don't know whether Courtois gets a touch on that. Well, it comes out. I think it's Rios, is it, that hits it. He controls it on the left side of the Real Madrid penalty. Hits it on the half volley, low, and the ball is comes back off the near left-hand post. What a chance for Benfica. Dedic now into the penalty area. Great play by Dedic. He can't shoot though, and in the end, Real Madrid clear it away. Well, Benfica so close there to retaking the lead. And see what an opportunity that was. Look forward to see that again. Give you some more detail on it. But Benfica within a whisker away of going back in front here. That might give Real Madrid once again a wake-up call. It's Orshanes now for Benfica. Cut out well. Real Madrid win it back in the middle of the park. Here is Gula. Out to the right-hand side to Valverde. Valverde now controlling the ball in field. He's going to go all the way back to Asensio. Well, Valverde, of course, did get an assist actually in the 2-1 defeat to Osasuna at the weekend, and he's got another assist tonight, teeing up Tchouameni with the goal. Here is Rudiger for Real Madrid. Walking pace over the halfway line. Picks out Asensio. Out to the right-hand side to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's hugging the touchline on that far side. Valverde. Real Madrid just been a bit of patience in their approach at the moment. Tchouameni, Rudiger, Benfica getting into an organised structure. Let's see if they can stop any flow from Real. Asensio, lovely 1-2 football, but not going anywhere. And Benfica have pinched the ball, and here's Rafa Silva, but the referee has given a free kick. But he blew up late there. I have to say there, did Slavko Vinicic, the referee. Now Tchouameni went down inside the centre circle. It was a foul. He's gone right through him as Barreiro. Let's see that chance for Benfica again. It was Rios with the shot, left side of the Real Madrid penalty. It's a brilliant save by Courtois actually. Dives to his right. It's a strong right hand. It doesn't actually come off the post. It just flinged out so quickly. Eyes were deceiving me, but brilliant save by Courtois to keep Real Madrid in it. In the meantime, here is Carreras, out to the left-hand side to Camavinga, rolls it down the line to Vinicius now. 5 minutes to go until the break. Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1. It's nicely poised here at the Bernabeu. Vinicius, oh, it's a lovely ball over to Valverde. He's got space to cross. Low ball into the 6-yard area. Cleared away by Otamendi. Real Madrid finding the space there. Valverde had acres of it on the right-hand side, but he couldn't make the most of it this time. In the meantime, Real Madrid will have the ball on the left-hand side. Carreras, switch of play. What a lovely switched ball that is by Camavinga. Out to the right-hand side to Valverde. Real Madrid have it down the right-hand side. Flick the ball in. Valverde now pulls it back. Chance for Gula. Gets the shot. It takes a deflection and it's gone wide. Well, another opportunity there for Real Madrid. And it was Valverde again, the danger man down the right-hand side. He loves those little pullbacks, doesn't he? There's another one to go to the collection. Found Gula. He strikes it left-footed, takes a deflection off Otamendi's left boot and flicks wide of the far left-hand post. But it will be a corner to Real Madrid and an opportunity to give Benfica some more shuddering moments. It's going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold to take the corner from this left-hand side. Former Liverpool man, yet again assist actually for Real Madrid in this competition. He's got 2 in the league. So he was well known for his set-piece specialist, wasn't he, at Liverpool, in terms of taking them, or certainly putting them in. So he's got the opportunity here. But he takes it short into Gula. Valverde, lovely ball into Gula. Left side of the yellow ball into the box. Oh, it's cut out well. I think it's hit Otamendi, has it on the back. Or it might have been Araujo. I think it was Araujo actually who it hit. But, well, Benfica get the ball clear. And that's all that matters for them. They were under the cosh there in those 5 frantic minutes. But here come Real Madrid once again. The ball is down the left-hand channel. Benfica are going to have to defend that. That's good defending once again by Araujo. Clears it forward. And now into the feet of Barreiro. Slips it through into the centre circle. Orchnez now, he's gone down. It's not a free kick. It is. It was actually into Rafa Silva who went down under the challenge of Camavinga. So it will be a free kick to Benfica. Lovely turn by the Benfica number 10. He swifts his way past the Real Madrid man, 32 years of age now, Rafa Silva. As Benfica will take possession once again. They're being a little bit cautious now. I think it's all about keep the ball, get to half-time, 1-1. They'll be happy with that, I'm sure, although they trail by 2-1. It's certainly something to be proud of, isn't it? And having took the lead as well at the Bernabeu. Here is Dedic under pressure. Ball will go back to Araujo. Now Otamendi all the way back to the goalkeeper Trubin, but that's what Benfica want to do. But they've given the ball away. It's a poor ball into Trent Alexander-Arnold now on the right-hand side. He finds Gula. Valverde screaming for it on the right, but Gula ignores him. Instead, he picks the ball out to the left-hand side. There's the shot. It's blocked in the end. It was Carreras, I think, who struck it. The ball is cleared away, but it comes back to Camavinga. Into Gula. Out to the right-hand side. Trent Alexander-Arnold again. Clips it in left-footed. There's the header. Oh, Lupin's on. It's tipped behind for a corner, but the referee spotted something. It was Gonzalo Garcia that got up there. Used his neck muscles to head the ball towards goal. Around 10 yards out, but certainly Trubin pushed it away, and behind it would have been a corner, but the flag was up for offside. In the meantime, here is Rafa Silva for Benfica. Tries to turn away there, but Tchouameni again having none of that. He's having a cracking game for Real Madrid. Got the goal. And certainly putting in some blood-thundering tackles. Here is Vinicius on the left-hand side. 1v1. Here is Vinicius into the penalty area. He's beat the defender to the byline, pulls the ball back, headed away, falls for Valverde. The shot is blocked, deflected, goes behind for a corner. So Real Madrid are going to have the final say, you would think, in this first half, although we have got stoppage time to play. We are into stoppage time. We're just waiting for the board to confirm how much. But Vinicius with a brilliant piece of skill from him down the left-hand side. Silky run, showing neat feet. And it flicks back to Valverde, whose shot's deflected. But in the meantime, in goes the corner. Asensio is up there. He can't quite get there. Still Real Madrid have it on the corner of the penalty area. Down the left-hand side, Valverde sweeps it in there. Headed away once again by a Benfica head. Into the box it goes again. They get it clear, but only as far as Valverde. Here is the Real Madrid captain. Short ball into the feet of Carreras. Carreras now. He's going to flick the ball high. He's going to opt for Valverde once again. Now Vinicius goes down. That will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Not the place you want to give it. It's about 7 yards outside the Benfica penalty area, but about 7 yards away from the goal line. So it's certainly an opportunity here to get the ball into the box. And it's the first real chance that either side has had from a free kick opportunity in terms of putting the ball into the box. They've had a couple of corners at both sides, but free kicks, this is the first real dangerous one we've had in this game, which is quite amazing when you think of how this game has been. It's been end-to-end stuff, really. And Trent Alexander-Arnold will have the opportunity here to take the free kick for Real. What can they make of this? We're deep into stoppage time. First half stoppage time. 1-1 here at the Bernabeu. What can Alexander-Arnold do from this? It's going to be a flick of the right foot, you would think. Plenty of players in there. You've got Camavinga hovering about. You've got Rudiger on the penalty spot. What can Real Madrid make of this? It's a two-man wall for Benfica. They'll be hoping that's enough. Alexander-Arnold and the referee is checking something. There's a player down here. Asensio's gone down. And the referee's having a talk to Rios here, who may have been a little bit naughty there, maybe. Pushing the Real Madrid man over. Well, nothing in it. 6.5 a dozen, and the other they think they call it, don't they? But Alexander-Arnold will take the free kick from this left-hand side. He's going to sweep it in towards the near post. It's headed away. Good header away in the end. And that will be the final piece of the action. You would think, or just as I say that, there's a clash of heads, but that is the half-time whistle here at the Bernabeu. It's one apiece between these two sides. Benfica taking the lead through Rafa Silva when he prodded home from close range. But that goal was cancelled out by Arla Gulas, or should I say, the Showmeni's equalising strike. And the ball came back to him after Valverde had pulled the ball back. Arla Gula thought he had put Real Madrid in front, but the goal was chalked off for offside. It's one apiece here at the break. All to play for in the second half. Real Madrid 1. Go on, we'll be back in 15 minutes. So check us then. if that is the case, as Real Madrid will now come out onto the field. And it does appear there will not be any changes at the break. So it's as you were at the start of the second half. Real Madrid lining up with Courtois in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Rudiger, Asensio and Carreras across the back. Valverde, Tchouaméni and Camavinga, the midfield three, with Gula, Garcia and Vinicius Junior up front. As for Benfica, Trubin in goal, Dedic, Araujo, Otamendi and Dao is the back four. Barreiro and Rios will operate in the two midfielders, with Orchinez, Rafa Silva and Schelderup, the midfield three, or attacking three if you like, between Pavlidis, who leads the line. And so the referee is just checking everything is toward, and we'll be back running once more. And Benfica will get us underway in this second half in those all red shirts, red shorts and red socks. Real Madrid, of course, in all white, traditional home colours, white shirts, white shorts and white socks. As the ball straight away will go back to the Benfica goalkeeper, Trubin, who blasts it clear. And it's going to find Courtois in the Real Madrid goal. And he'll pick the ball up and get ready to roll it out to Camavinga, who will drive forward towards the centre circle. Out to the left-hand side to Carreras. Well, it was Benfica who started the brightest in the first half and certainly deserved the goal they got. Real Madrid had a spell, they equalised, and then they looked like the team that might go on and get the second goal. Of course, Real Madrid are still the team that lead by 2-1 on aggregates. So Benfica need to do all they can to get a goal and push this towards extra time. Here is Camavinga, finds Gonzalo Garcia, holds the ball about to the left-hand side. It's a good play by Real Madrid. Now Vinicius, 1v1. Where's he going to go? Gets to the byline, holds it up to Vinicius, rolls it back to Carreras, back into Camavinga. Here is Camavinga for Real Madrid. Into the feet of Olakula. Lovely ball out to the right. It's Alexander-Arnold. Low ball into the box. Oh, right across the 6-yard area. And it's cleared away by Dedic in the end for Benfica, but lovely football by Real Madrid there inside the Benfica penalty area. It was short, it was crisp, found Alexander-Arnold, his low ball into the 6-yard area. He just could not find a Real Madrid shirt to put the ball home, and Benfica are able to clear. They'll count their lucky stars that they got away with that one. Here is Courtois for Real Madrid, who certainly kept Real in with a brilliant save towards the end of that first half. Here is Camavinga into the centre circle. Back to Rudiger. Former Chelsea man, of course. Antonio Rudiger. He spent around 5 seasons, I think it was, with the club. As he's been at Real Madrid. This is his 4th season now in a Galactico shirt, having joined in 22 from Chelsea. As Vinicius was just coming forward there, down the left-hand side, but it looks like there's a foul in the midst of the build-up. But she's seen that chance again. Alexander-Arnold with a low ball. It's actually Valverde who missed his kick on the edge of the 6-yard area. Just couldn't quite divert the ball towards goal. And eventually it was cleared. And in the meantime, Real Madrid will come attacking down the right-hand side, and here is Valverde now. On the drive, goes for the shot. Oh, looking to catch out Trubin from there. Bit of an ambitious effort from Valverde there on the right-hand side. He's a good 30-40 yards out. Controls the ball. Just sees Trubin come off his line. Goes for the looping effort. Never really going to catch him out, though. And the ball hits the roof of the net and goes over the bar. And it's fair to say no trouble for Trubin on that occasion. As here come Real Madrid once again. Camavinga to sprite the ball out to the right hand side to Valverde, which he does, into the feet of Alexander-Arnold. He goes all the way back to Asensio. Asensio will take on his man and thumps the ball over to that left hand side. It's a great ball, finds Vinicius, who takes it under control, but the flag is up against Vinicius and it will be a free kick to Benfica. So we've had 5 minutes gone in the second half here at the Bernabeu. It's Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1. I've just tuned into live audio match commentary, but here come Benfica driving forward down the left hand side. Could be just for Barrera here. Tried the 1-2. Real Madrid do well and come away with the ball. That was really good play, has to be said. Pavlidis was trying to take over there as well, but in the meantime, here come Real Madrid. Valverde does well to get it out of his feet and chop the ball over to the left hand side to Carreras. Here is Carreras now driving in field. 20 yards outside the Benfica penalty area. Tried the 1-2, but easy pickings in the end for the Benfica fullback Samuel Dow, who was on the bench at the weekend for the 3-0 win over AFS. The 22-year-old signed from AS Roma just a couple of seasons ago, or halfway through last season it was. It's his first full season as a Benfica player, and it looks like there could be a yellow card here. Referee has deemed a yellow card to Otamendi there for a late challenge on Tchouaméni. So Otamendi is in the book. Just put his foot through him, really. 38 years of age now, the Argentine Nicolas Otamendi. Actually, would you believe it, he only turned 38 as well just a few weeks ago, on the 12th of February. And it's his third yellow card of this UEFA Champions League contest. And he will miss the next match because of that. So a big blow for Benfica that will be, if they were to get through to the last 16. But Real Madrid in the meantime have a free kick. It's a decent position, this, 10 yards outside the Benfica penalty area, slightly left of centre. Arda will take it with his right foot. What can Real Madrid do from this? Gula's going to flick it in there towards the back post. Rudiger's in there, but it's headed behind for a corner. Good defending by Benfica there. They had to get it right, and they did. Richard Rios was on hand to volley it behind for a corner. Otherwise, Antonio Rudiger was steaming in at the back post there to get on the end of that Arda connection free kick. But it will be a corner to Real Madrid. It'll be Alexander-Arnold to take it from this near right hand side. Real Madrid kicking towards the right in this second half. Benfica's at the left as we look. What can Real make of this? The referee just checking everything is okay. Slavko Vincic, and everybody is doing everything they can. So what can Real do from this? Alexander-Arnold sweeps it in there. Header comes in. Oh, not far, just over from Asensio. Well, Alexander-Arnold got that perfection, really. Beautiful right-footed delivery towards the edge of the 6-yard area. Asensio gets up ahead of the Benfica man Dole, but he can only head the ball over the crossbar from around 10 yards out. So Real Madrid, I'm sure, will feel that was an opportunity there. They've had 62% possession at the moment in this second half, so they've started well on the front foot. They've got to make something of it, though. That's a lovely piece of play by Rios there, and Benfica have got out of a pickle there, and they're on the attack down the left-hand side. Chance for shoulder up into the penalty area. Real Madrid have got to be careful. Great feet from him, and it's a good sliding tackle in the end by Alexander-Arnold. It will be a corner to Benfica. Oh, brilliant skill and feet from the Norwegian there. Shoulder up, shows what he can do on the left-hand side, and of course he's the man that got 2 goals for Benfica in that 4-2 win over Real Madrid So they know already what he can do. And as he played the ball through, it had to be diverted behind, but it will be a corner for Benfica from this near left-hand side. Shoulder up high, in it goes. Easy for Courtois though. He jumps and catches it on the edge of his own 6-yard area. And very comfortable for the Real Madrid goalkeeper. So he will roll it out into the feet of Tchouameni. Lovely flick by Gula, who turns on it on the halfway line, and then he puts it out to the left-hand side to Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior now rolls it back to Tchouameni. Tchouameni into Gula. Valverde, who's dropping back into like a central midfield position for the moment. He has been attacking on the wide right, but he's dropping a lot deeper into the position, which is allowing Alexander-Arnold to move further forward on the right and get involved. Back into Tchouameni again. Switches play over to that right hand side. It's a lovely dink ball over to Alexander-Arnold. Knocks it into the path of Camavinga. Real Madrid have the ball in possession, deep inside the Benfica half. Can they find a way through? 10 minutes gone in the second half. Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1, but Real lead by 2-1 on aggregate. Camavinga has to go back once again. Here is Asensio into the feet of Gula. Tries to drive forward towards the Benfica penalty area. Now Real will have it on the left-hand side to Vinicius. 1-2 with Gula. Lovely play. Valverde couldn't get the strike away. And Benfica picked the pockets there, but it's a right Blussel on the edge of the area. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Great skill from him. Chance! Oh, and he drills it right across. And wide of the left-hand post it goes. Great opportunity for Real Madrid. Well, the ball got stuck in the midst just outside the D. In the end, it came out to Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's in the area down the right-hand side. He totally sells Dahl with the dummy. Gets onto his right foot, and it's a drilled low effort wide of the far left-hand post. Only inches in that. And Real Madrid could well have been in front there. Really good opportunity there. And the yellow card, the referee's brandishing. He really is getting his cards out now, isn't he? Asensio is the next one in the book for Real Madrid. It was a late challenge, to be fair, on Rafa Silva, who took it past him. Asensio just wiped him out, really, the Real Madrid defender. So he has picked up a yellow card, and that is his third yellow as well in the UEFA Champions League. So he could well miss the next game. We'll have to find that out. But in the meantime, here is Otamendi. Sweeps it out to this far right-hand side. Benfica looking to attack down this right-hand side. They haven't really been able to get hold of Real Madrid too much in this second half. There's been little glitches, but nothing too concrete, apart from a corner. I'll look to try and see what they can do. Here they come, those red shirts down the right-hand side, deep inside the Real Madrid half, but now it'll go all the way back for the moment. Dedic trying to drive forward. He's been a little bit quiet in this second half. He was a lively customer in the first, showing what he can do with those drives in field and down the right-hand channel. Real Madrid just putting a stop to that for the minute. Here is Otamendi into the feet of Dedic. Plays it into Barreiro, skips it through, does well, finds Rafa Silva. Could be a chance for Benfica if they get this right. That's just nicked away in the meantime by Carreras. He did well, the Real Madrid man. Former Benfica defender, of course. And now Real will have possession. He's Gula. Bit of space on this right-hand side for Alexander to run into. Tries to play in Vinicius with the sweeping ball into the area. Misses him. And it goes out for a throw-in to Benfica. And so Vinicius Junior not quite able to get it, the Brazilian. And Benfica will have possession with Orsnes into Barreiro. That looked a foot up there. I think the referee's going to call that back, you know. Tried to play the advantage for Benfica, but he's pulled it. So it will be a free kick to Benfica. Here's Orsnes now. They'll come driving forward into the feet of Dahl. Dahl back into Orsnes again, inside the centre circle. Feeds the ball out to the right to Dedic now. He then plays the ball, lovely ball out to left-hand side to shoulder up. Tries to take on Alexander Arnold and he beats him. Gets into the area, but it just flicks off Alexander Arnold's foot. He's still got quick feet though. Great play by shoulder up again. Can't get the shot away. But the ball is flicked high into the penalty area there by Dahl, and all of a sudden thought there could be a problem there. And it's cleared away by Real Madrid, but the pressure, all of us, oh, Real have lost it. Coming just for Benfica. Shot comes in, oh, over the bar. From Rafa Silva. The man who scored the opening goal in the first half was a whisker away there from getting another one. Well, Barreiro it was that won the ball brilliantly. Great sliding tackle. Fed the ball into Rafa Silva. He's on the edge of the D, hits it with his right foot, and the ball goes, it hits the top of the bar on the way through, and it's gone out for a corner. So it deflected off a Real Madrid man, and out for a corner it goes. So Benfica will have a corner. Orsnes will take it. Right-footed towards the near post, flicked away by Camavinga. Well, Benfica will come again. Well, that will give them a little bit of confidence, won't it? Having clipped the top of the bar there. Here is Dahl. Be a long night, of course, for both these sides, but at the moment, Real Madrid are doing just enough to lead by 2-1 on aggregate. Well, Benfica are the team, of course, that will have to throw the gauntlet down, won't they? They've had 10 total attempts, sorry. 4 on target to Real's 3. That's it. You just feel, or have felt at times, that Real Madrid have probably just shaded it in terms of the dangerous opportunities they've had, but it only takes a goal. It only takes a moment to score a goal, doesn't it? As the ball goes over the top of the Benfica defence, and there'll be easy pickings for Courtois in the Real Madrid goal. Seen that chance again though. Oh, off the top of the bar from Rafa Silva. You wonder whether, had it not took a deflection off the Real Madrid man, had that was that going in, you know? That's a question certainly to be asked. But here is Tchouaméni driving forward over the halfway line. He's gone down. That's going to be a free kick to Real Madrid, and Barreiro's going to get a yellow card for that. Scythed him down, knew exactly what he was doing. And in fact, the referee's going to let him off for that. Give him a ticking off, Leandro Barreiro. Luxembourg midfielder who just kicked the back of the heel. I'm surprised that's not a yellow there. Maybe the referee's thinking, I'll just take a break for the moment. But, Real Madrid will have possession again on the left-hand side. Camavinga into the feet of the turning Tchouaméni. Out to the right to Alexander Arnold now. Needs support, goes in field to Tchouaméni again inside the centre circle, and who of course got that Real Madrid equaliser, as rare as it may be in his football career. Certainly wouldn't think so with the finish, that's for sure. It was an accomplished right-footed curler into the bottom right-hand corner from nearly 18 yards out. Here is Gula for Real Madrid, trying to turn, trying to twist, trying to get away from 2 Benfica defenders down this right-hand channel. Back to Gonzalo Garcia it will go, holds it up, but in the end the ball will come back to Benfica. Here they are in the middle of the park. Here is Rios, back to Barreiro. He will roll it back to Araujo. Araujo once again. Touched the ball too much, the Benfica centre half. Thomas Araujo came on for the final 45 minutes of that 3-0 win. Made the full 90 though in the first leg. Here is Dedic now trying to turn and twist and get away down that right hand side, but Real Madrid do well and snuff it out for the moment. But Benfica will come back with Orsnes now into Dahl, out to the left hand side. This is good play by shoulder up now, tries to cut in field. Good play by Real Madrid. They force the ball back, but Benfica are knocking the ball around really neatly at the moment, trying to find a way through that Real Madrid back line, but Ola will come away with it. Oh, he puts it through the legs of Orsnes, goes down, and no free kick, says the referee. Play on. Here's Barreiro for Benfica. Ball comes out to shoulder up. That's who they want to get on the ball. For certain, he's got such neat feet when he gets it. And he has caused Real some problems. Here's Barrero from 35 yards out, but that's never going to cause a problem for Courtois. Well over the bar it goes. And you would have to say, in football terms, that's one of those that goes into Rosette. From the Benfica midfielder, Leandro Barrero. And, did actually score for Benfica in their 2-0 win over Rio Ave back in mid-January. First league goal of the season. Real Madrid will have possession. 64.5 minutes gone then here at the Bernabeu. It's Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1. Nicely poised in terms of this scoreline. But of course not good enough for Benfica to go through as Real lead 2-1 on aggregate. And that's Vinicius strike in the first leg. Here is Xiaomeni into the centre circle. Out to the right to Valverde. He's moved back onto the right-hand side of the midfield three for the moment. Love how they interchange Real Madrid. And back to Rudiger. Plays it short. Well, you wonder what Benfica boss Chalao will do. He's got options, of course, on the bench if he needs them. Interesting to see whether he uses them, but in the meantime, Real Madrid try to knock the ball out to the right-hand channel. And Gula will not get there in the nick of time. So out it will go. And, easy pickings in the end for Real Madrid to take their time. But, in terms of Benfica options, they've got Anita Cabral they could call upon, the 18-year-old, who sure will be would love a little chomp at this if they wanted to. Sometimes you just never know playing a youngster in, do you? But in the meantime, it's Valverde, Real Madrid coming on the attack down the right-hand side. Here is Alexander-Arnold trying to get to the byline, holding the ball right by the corner flag, but Benfica win it back well, and the way they come with the ball. Here is Dahl down the line, shoulder up now, trying to take on his man. He's gone down. That'll be a free kick, and Valverde it was that pulled him down. The Real Madrid captain is just putting his arms on his sides and hoping the referee doesn't produce a yellow card. Looks like he might have got away with one there, fair to say. In terms of Arbeloa, the Real Madrid head coach, he has got some injuries, hasn't he? Bellingham, Huijsen, Militao, Caballos, Mbappe, Rodrigo's out as well, and he's suspended, of course, for this one. So the big guns are certainly not in this side tonight, but they are still doing the job that needs doing to progress to the next stage. We've got 23 minutes to go on the clock. You're listening to live audio match commentary. Very good evening if you have just tuned in. Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1. Real leading 2-1 on aggregate. Here come Benfica though, looking to try and change that. In the midst of that is Rios, slips it through. Could be a shoulder up into the air down the left-hand side, pulls the ball into the box, and in the end Rudiger will come away with the ball, but he's giving it away. Here's Orsnes, comes back, shot comes in, just wide from Pavlidis. So close for Benfica there. Well, they thought they got rid of it, Real Madrid, but then all of a sudden Orsnes does brilliantly, wins the ball about 10 yards outside the Benfica penalty area. As Xiaomeni, no, it's Xiaomeni actually gives the ball straight to him, and then it's teed into the feet of Rafa Silva. He knocks it back to Pavlidis. He's on the edge of the D, central position, and he fires it with his right foot just wide of that near right-hand post. So Benfica are certainly not finished yet. They feel they've got something to answer for In the meantime, Rudiger is currently down, receiving treatment for Real Madrid. So we have got a bit of a break in play here. As we see that opportunity again. Certainly really close there. Just see now Rudiger actually looks like he pulled something maybe, did he? Or was it the block? No, it was when he threw in for the block. So what happened was the ball's on the edge of the D. Pavlidis goes to fire it right-footed, which he does. Two Real Madrid players slide in. Rudiger is one of them, and they both come to clash. So that's what happens. And it was Rudiger, and I think Carreras was the other one. So there you go. Still waiting for Rudiger to get back to his feet. And he is now okay for the moment. So we are back in play. As we reach the 70th minute mark here at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1. Real Madrid will come forward down that left-hand side. Back to Courtois it will go. Patient approach from Real there. Into the middle of the park. Well, he's swept over the back of the Benfica defence, and Gonzalo Garcia could be in chance here. Oh, and he's put it wide. It was Valverde actually that got through there. The Benfica defence stood still. As it was just a simple ball by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Just flicked the ball, as he does, of course. Right foot. He's got a wonderful piece of vision over the back of the Benfica defence, and Valverde comes in between two Benfica defenders. Gets the connection with his right foot, but puts it wide of the left-hand post. But, certainly feel that if Real Madrid get the next goal, you feel that could be it, really, couldn't you? In the meantime, Camavinga and Gula have clashed now. Another two Real Madrid players are on the floor. So they must have run into each other, just as Rudiger and Carreras did a couple of moments ago. Arbolo is just checking on things just to make sure that they are both okay. It was Camavinga and, oh, that's a nasty one. They've both gone for the same ball. It was Asensio and Camavinga, and then Asensio just clashes him, heads Camavinga instead of the ball, and that is what has happened here. So, play is happening, and just to bring you up to date with what is happening elsewhere in the UEFA Champions League. It's finished in the full time. Atalanta 4, Borussia Dortmund 1. What an emphatic victory from Atalanta that is, having turned it around for the first thing. Absolutely incredible. So it is they that go through on aggregate. It's currently Juventus 2, Galatasaray 0. Juventus have had a player sent off actually in that one, so they're down to 10. But you feel that will be enough for, or of course it won't be enough for them, will it? Because they're 5-4 down on aggregate, so they need another goal in that one to take it to extra time. It's Paris Saint-Germain 2, Monaco 1, and of course it's 1-1 here. Well, it does look like we are about to see the first of the substitutions, which we will bring to you as soon as it is confirmed. In the meantime, Carreras is currently down. Really looking in a bad way at the moment. The Real Madrid left back. Let's hope he's okay. Just seeing see if he's okay. Physio. Checking on his, it's Asensio actually, isn't it? Asensio is down, and they've got the physio is on, the stretcher is on as well, so this doesn't look good at all. I think Real Madrid are going to have to make a change here, so it seems. Interesting to see which change they go for, because the change I can see down there looks like it's going to be Mastantuono, Argentine, but we'll keep our eyes firmly on that. In the meantime, if you have just tuned in, you're listening to live audio match commentary. A very good evening to you. We have got a break in play at the moment. with Real Madrid defender Asensio currently receiving treatment after a clash with his own teammate Camavinga. Camavinga seems okay, he's back to his feet, which is good to see. Asensio though is certainly not, and I think the stretcher's going to have to take him off here. He has not moved for 2 or 3 minutes here. I'm not sure if he's been knocked out, you know, cold, but it doesn't look good. Could be a really collar, bone, neck injury, I can't quite tell really. The physios are all around, the paramedics are on the field as well. So this looks like it's a bit of concussion for Asensio. Let's hope he's okay. Strike of the windpipe, I think, when they both went for it. This is really concerning, and even Courtois has come to see if he's okay. Rudiger and Vinicius are having conversations just there. We just hope that it is nothing more than what we can see, but you do start to worry, don't you, when you see the faces of both sides, the supporters as well. Just looking on their ankles, there's a lot of anxiousness going around here. So Benfica goalkeeper is also there to see if he's okay. Trubin has come to see if he's all right as well. And we're going to have a chunk of stoppage time at the end of this game, that's for sure. And the Real Madrid supporters just getting behind their side. So we will keep you up to date with how Asensio is, but he is still not back to his feet yet. And paramedics are certainly working their way. They're trying to get a sign of him. It was a nasty clash, just seeing it again. They both went up for it. And Camavinga and Asensio is now being stretchered off. So both goalkeepers and a few players as well are just going with him just to make sure he's okay. But there are a lot of worrying, concerned faces, of course. It's not nice, is it, to see any player injured for whatever reason it may be. But Camavinga and Raul Asensio are going off the field, and Mastantuono and Alaba are coming on. So Real Madrid making those changes. And of course Asensio was the forced one. I'm not sure if that counts as a concussion substitute actually, or how that works now, but Alaba will be the man who will come on. David Alaba, the Austrian centre-back who was booked in the 2-1 defeat to Osasuna at the weekend. Certainly won't want him to do that again, will they? That's for sure. And Mastantuono, the Argentine, is on as well. 18-year-old who, of course, saw from River Plate in the summer. So, at Benfica, we are back underway though, which is good to see. In the meantime, Real will have the ball. Gula has gone down, looking for a free kick, and he's got it. So it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. And a chance for them to get the ball forward over the halfway line. And well, we've got 13 minutes remaining, plus a chunk of stoppage time. It's got to be at least 10 minutes, I would say. Real Madrid 1, Benfica 1, but Real Madrid leading by 2 goals to 1 on aggregate. Have Benfica got it in them? They might just have it. Here they come towards the edge of the area. It's a good tackle by Rudiger there to get the ball clear. But it's going to be Orshines getting out to the right hand side. Good play by Benfica. Can they get the cross in? Here is Dedic into the penalty area. Flicks the ball into the area, way by Asensio. And once again the ball is out for a throw-in. So it will enable Benfica to throw the gauntlet at Real Madrid, and that's what they're going to need to do. Arejo takes the throw. Into the centre circle it goes. Here is Orshines now. Fredrik Orshines, the Norwegian midfielder, turned 30 years of age in December. Plays it back. Looking for Rafa Silva to get through the back of the Real Madrid defence. He's already done that tonight, of course, with the goal. But nothing doing. Here comes Alexander-Arnold for Real Madrid, tried to play the 1-2. And in the end, Alexander-Arnold flicks the ball left-footed, looking for Vinicius Junior. And that is easy for Benfica to get it back to the goalkeeper. You wonder if Jose Mourinho will be sending signals to his assistant to make any sort of change. Traleo, of course, is the man in the dugout tonight, but there's the ball flicked over the back of the Real Madrid defence. Gula flicks it forward into the centre circle. There's the ball through. Vinicius is on here. Vinicius left side of the area. Great chance to finish it. And he's done exactly that. Low right-footed shot into the bottom right-hand corner. And Real Madrid lead by 2-1 in this second leg. 3-1 in aggregate. And that surely is the goal that sends Real Madrid through to the last 16. You can tell by the Benfica faces, and the blow feeling for Benfica is there once more. Well, just see it again. It was Valverde who picked up the ball. What a lovely ball. He picks up the ball. Great scrapping tackle inside the centre circle. And then a beautiful reverse ball with his right foot. Releases Vinicius Junior down the left side of the area. Controls the ball, gets himself into the area, adjusts his feet, and just side foots it right-footed into the bottom right corner. It's an accomplished finish from Vinicius Junior, one we know very well of. And Real Madrid, you feel, are in cruise control now. It is Vinicius Junior's 5th goal in his last 5 games. He's certainly a man on fire, and he got the first goal, of course, in the second leg as well. So Benfica have got it all to do now, you feel. 10 minutes to go here at the Bernabeu. They're going to have to throw caution to the wind now. Here is Rafa Silva, out to the left-hand side to Dal. Dal picks out, shoulder up, crosses to the ball, flick on, oh, just wide! The flick from Pavlidis, agonisingly wide of that far right-hand post. Everything right there from Benfica's point of view. It was shoulder up down the left-hand side. Beautiful outside the right boot cross towards the far stick. And then Pavlidis flicks it with his right boot. It takes a very, very slight deflection and rolls wide of the right-hand post. But it will be a corner to Benfica. Orsnes will go over and take it. Can Benfica, they're not finished yet, are they, the Portuguese outfit? What can they make of this? Orsnes curls it towards the edge of the 6-yard area, flicked and volleyed away in the end by Carreras. But the ball is back into the edge of the D. Is it going to fall for a Benfica man? Once again, Carreras volleys it clear. Just trying to deny his former teammates, and he's done exactly that there. As Benfica will come striding forward, but they've lost possession. And here come Real Madrid once again. They've got options here. Here is Gula. Out to the right-hand side to Omachoni, trying to turn inside. What can he do? Gula on the left foot, and it's over the bar. Well over the bar in the end from Arla Gula. But showing what they can do, and the substitute Mastantuono picked up the ball down the right-hand side. He teed up Gula, but he could only fire well over the crossbar. Good, the young 21-year-old Turkish winger. He's got 7 assists in La Liga, but he's got 4 in the UEFA Champions League as Arla Gula. For his 9 Champions League fixtures, but that will be the final piece of the action for him this evening. He goes off, so does Gonzalo, but as Pitarch is coming on, and I think Palacios is the other man as well. So Cesar Palacios, the 21-year-old midfielder, is on the field for Real Madrid. And a real wonderful moment for him, because I believe it's his first official or second official senior appearance. He did play in the Copa del Rey actually earlier in the season, Cesar Palacios, but he's got his time tonight, which will be a lovely moment for him. So Real Madrid making the changes with Pitarch and Palacios. And Thiago Pitarch is another young man, 18 years of age, another man to make his first ever senior Real Madrid appearance in the UEFA Champions League. He actually, well, it's actually second one really if you count the 1 minute that he came on for in the first leg. The 1-0 win back in Benfica. What a lovely moment for those young boys, and of course they know the game is pretty much up now. Real Madrid 3-1 up on aggregate, 2-1 on the night, 6 minutes to go, plus a chunk of stoppage time, fair to say. But on home soil you feel that might just be enough. But Sheldrup and Orsnes are going off for Benfica. Ivanovic and Barrenechea are coming on. So Benfica making those changes. Whether that will make any difference, we will have to wait and see, of course. Franko Ivanovic is on, the Croatian forward. He's got 3 league goals. He's got one in the Champions League, actually. There's Ivanovic. And, last goal came against in the Taça de Portugal Cup finals against Valence. So we'll be hoping that he can come up with the goods once more. And of course the well-known Enzo Barrenechea actually scored against AFS at the weekend. And Enzo Barrenechea, the Argentine, who let's not forget, and show what he can do. And, he did spend a spell on loan in Aston Villa, where he never actually played. But in the meantime, here come Real Madrid, moving forward towards the edge of the D. They want more. Out to the right-hand side. Here is Mastantuono. Tries to cut in on the left foot. Still Real have it deep inside the Benfica half on this right-hand side, just keeping possession now. They know that that's enough to just keep it. Don't let Benfica have it. And Vinicius goes all the way back to the halfway line. And Rudiger will collect possession, as Real Madrid will try and come forward, but they're certainly not showing the kind of intensity they were showing. Here is Rudiger. They don't need to show it, do they? The game is up. Here's Pitarch now out to the right-hand side. Ball goes out for a throw-in, though. Just got it wrong there. Thiago Pitarch trying to roll the ball out to that near side, but out for throwing it goes. But of course, a young man with a big future, I'm sure he will feel, same as Palacios. Real Madrid supporters will be accustomed to getting used to these two names. The ball goes out for a throw-in here on this near left-hand side to Benfica. Dahl will take it. Chance for Benfica to move forward. Here's Araujo out to the right-hand side to Dedic now. Plays it in field. A bit surprised that Sheldrup has come off the field, but there you go. But it comes out to the left-hand side. Here is Ivanovic. Gets to the byline. Can he cross? Tries his best, but great block from Alexander-Arnold there. Denied him very comfortably. Here is Alexander-Arnold. Sweeps the ball right-footed over to that left-hand channel. Looking for Vinicius Junior, but not able to find him. Ball is headed clear. And in the end, not sure if the referee has spotted something there, has he? Or has he played advantage? No, he's played it on. So Real Madrid will have the ball exactly where they want it. Here is Carreras now. And that left-hand side. Back to Gula, who's gone all the way back to the edge of his own penalty area there. Real Madrid just being very, very cautious there, getting attacking players back on the edge of their own box. Here's Rudiger, plays it in field. Ball is cut out there. Palacios was trying to prod it forward, but couldn't quite get the foot onto the ball he wanted. In the meantime, Benfica is Ivanovic now. Plays it back to Rios, out to the right-hand side. Trying to move the ball quickly through the lines, Benfica. Now Otamendi, and they need to do that, don't they, if they're to stand any chance of giving Real a fright in the last few seconds or so. They're pushing forward in numbers, Benfica now, but Real have won the ball, and there's the ball fired over to that right-hand channel. Here is Mastantuono, has to go back to Alexander-Arnold, into the feet of Gula. We are now in the 89th minute here at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid 2, Benfica 1, Real leading 3-1 on aggregate. Benfica, of course, were in front early on, but looks like it could all be in vain now. Here is Valverde towards the edge of the area, trying to poke it through, but then the shot comes in from the man that they certainly wouldn't want to score against them, Carreras. Strikes it left-footed, but it's a daisy cutter really, and well wide of that far right-hand post. But, well, in terms of how Benfica must be feeling, they started really well, of course. They got themselves in front, but it was a very long time ago now since that all calm, and Real Madrid are certainly not quite in full control, but you'd have to say in a certain controlling element. And unless Benfica can find exactly what they did pretty much in that 4-2 win, some last gasp goals, then you feel that that will be that. But here they come over to the right hand side. We're just waiting for the stoppage time. I reckon there'll be about 10 minutes. 9 minutes has come up on the board, so 9 minutes of stoppage time. Well, that will give Jose Mourinho's men a little bit of hope, won't it? Well, Benfica will be looking to try and just go for it, really. They may as well throw the goalkeeper up just like they did before. Well, they've certainly got it in the locker, haven't they? In terms of the goalkeeper scoring. Fran Garcia is coming on for Carreras, so Real Madrid are making a change. I think Benfica are making a change as well. Barreiro is going off, and Lopez Cabral is coming on. So Carreras is off for Real, and on is Fran Garcia. A straight swap, really. The Real Madrid left back, he's not actually figured since the 6-1 win against Monaco back in mid-January. He's on the field for the final few moments of this one. Lopez Cabral, should I say, the Cape Verde defender, assisted in the 3-0 win at the weekend. In the meantime, looks like there could be a foul there, or is it Barreiro? It is Lopez Cabral that's on. He's gone down, so it will be a free kick here to Benfica. And a chance for them to get the ball into the box here and cause a few mischief issues. It's going to be Lopez Cabral. He's just come on. It's 10 yards outside the Real Madrid penalty. On this right-hand side, sweeps it in with his left foot. Punched away by Courtois there. Had to get a good fist on it, and he did, to be fair to him. Well, that's put up a couple of more minutes of stoppage time for Real. But a great punch, really good punch. He's such a solid shot stopper, and really good when it comes to catching or punching, isn't he, Courtois? He always seems to get it right with the left foot. And he's going to crash this forward over the halfway line. The ball will go. A good kick on him too. Let's not be of that as well. Here is Gula. Back to Alexander-Arnold now. And Real Madrid just rolling the ball around the back four at the moment, playing it into the midfield. Out to Fran Garcia. Now, transfer. They need to turn on the ball, which he does. Here is Showmany again, out to the left-hand side. That's a lovely ball down the left. A chance for a turn on the ball from Palacios. He does well. Real just moving the ball from left to right. Here's Alexander-Arnold now. Short into the feet of Showmany. Turns on the ball really well. He's got options to the right if he needs it. He's got Mastantuono making a brilliant run down the right, but in the end it's gone all the way back to Courtois. And here is Rudiger for Real Madrid. And back to Courtois it will go. He's going to thump this forward right-footed. Down the right-hand channel it go. Mastantuono gets up there, can't quite flick it on. Ball comes into the feet though of Palacios. Lovely, neat feet from him actually, young man. Lovely bit of play. Finds Valverde, who, what a night he's had, by the way. 2 assists for Rodrigo Valverde. Set up the first goal for Tchouaméni with a lovely pull back, and then a delicious reverse pass for Vinicius to finish. But here is Alexander on the right hand side, low ball into the box. It's gone behind for a corner, and you feel it's just a matter of time before Real Madrid finish the job and go through to the last 16. Jude Bellingham is here tonight. His tracksuit clothes, along with a couple of other first teams which I can't quite see, but certainly Jude is there. But it will be a corner to Real Madrid from this near right hand side. Alexander-Arnold to take it. Can they produce further damage to Benfica? There it goes, high one. Up goes Tchouaméni, and eventually it's volleyed clear. But Fran Garcia with a lovely ball with his left foot out to the right hand side to Alexander-Arnold. Sweeps it in with the left foot. Benfica looking to clear, and they do. And in the end, the ball is going to go. Is it going to go out for a throw to Real Madrid? It's all Real Madrid at the moment. Here is Fran Garcia. He actually keeps it in. Decides not to let it go out for a throw. He wants to keep going, but now Real will have it at the back with Alexander-Arnold. Short into the feet of player of the match for me, Valverde. He's been absolutely outstanding. Finds Mastantuono, who's on the run down the right. He's tried to put a tackle in there, but cut out well. And there's a foul there, I think, to Rios it was, that was getting his shirt pulled for Benfica. So it will be a free kick. Palacios it was, the young man. Might well get a booking for that, actually. It was a deliberate pull. The referee has decided against it. Well, time is certainly not on Benfica's side now. They really do need to try and get something in these last seconds or so. And in fact, Palacios has now been booked because he's just done it again. A light challenge on the Benfica substitute, Lopez Cabral. So, and it will be a free kick to Benfica, which they'll take quickly. Here is Lopez Cabral on the right hand side, looking for options. Baranchia wants to get involved, but he can't, and in the end the ball goes out for what it will be a Real Madrid throw. And it's that man Valverde again, the captain, leading by example. I think it's fair to say. Courtois puts the ball over the back, and the goalkeeper comes out. The Benfica keeper, Trubin, has to come all the way out of his area to head the ball clear, because Vinicius was chasing that down. And so they do get away with it, do Benfica. Well, we're in the 7th minute of the 9 added on stoppage time here at the Bernabeu. You're listening to live audio match commentary. Hope you've enjoyed it so far this evening. Still a couple of minutes to go. Can Benfica put up a last gasp fight here? And Real Madrid will see to that, though. They bang it clear, but it's going to come back. Here come those red shirts once again. Let me see whether they can find a way through, but again, it's like a white wall at the moment, blocking everything in their path as the ball goes back to Trubin. He boots it clear right-footed over the back of the Real Madrid defence, and Courtois will see to that very, very simply and get ready to pick the ball up as comfortable as he likes, as the shining lights are all around the Bernabeu here from the Real Madrid supporters. The torches are in full blight, and don't really need to explain what that's for, but again, if you read up on it, you'll see exactly what it means. But here come Benfica coming forward. Great little run towards the edge of the area for Rafa Silva, and in the end he just couldn't quite strike on goal, and Real Madrid did enough to snuff him out in the last minute. And in the meantime, Rudiger boots it clear, and that will surely be the end now. Within the last seconds or so, the referee has taken a look at his watch. We haven't hit the 9 minutes of stoppage time yet, but we're very, very close to it now. 20 seconds remaining, and Real Madrid have possession on the edge of their own area. show many. In another monstrous performance from him, and a goal, of course, to add to it too. Picked up by Valverde. Ball over the top, down the left-hand side. He's going to be chased down and collected really well by Vinicius Junior. He's trying to drive through for two Benfica defenders, but they clear their lines. And that, in fact, it's all over here at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid advance through to the last 16 thanks to a 3-1 win on aggregate and a
this live audio commentary of this Champions League tie between Juventus and Galatasaray, and we are in extra time now. That's where we're at. They've done it, Juventus, and they've come from a 3-goal deficit to get themselves back level incredibly in this tie, and we will now have extra time to decide which team will go through to the last 16. And it will be Juventus or Galatasaray will join Atletico in playing either Liverpool or Tottenham. And as we are now underway in extra time, ball goes long towards He's come back though to Coop Miners, who's able to get on the ball here for Juve. Goes forward for Weston McKennie. He's won a throw-in on this near side. Throw-in now for the home team. Goes back to Atic. Atic now back to Coop Miners, just inside the Juventus half. Boga. Locatelli spinning on around the corner. And then getting the ball back once more. Ball goes across though to Yildiz on the far side. Is Zagrova now getting involved for Juve, taking on El Mali and going in field. Has he got a free kick? He has. Free kick to Juventus. It's quite remarkable really from Juventus, given they've had 10 men since right at the start of the second half. 47 minutes was the exact time, and then when the red card came out the referee's pocket for Lloyd Kelly. And they've dealt with it so well. If you didn't know which team had 10 men, you'd struggle to know for long periods in that second half. And now Juventus are going to ask questions of this Galatasaray defence. Whipped in to the box right-footed. It's gone all the way through, but Boga just evaded him. Yildiz cuts inside. Push it back though to Locatelli. Bowie heads it forward to Sane, but he's lost it as well. Locatelli, Boga tries a fancy flick, gives it away, and here comes Galatasaray on the counter-attack. You have to say, you look at Galatasaray with Sane, Icardi, Yilmaz, Osimhen. That is some threat for counter-attacks, for just the pact in general. And so you really feel as though if it goes to penalties, you know, Galatasaray can't want penalties surely in this situation. They can just try and put behind them what's happened in the 90 minutes and just take this next half an hour as a clean slate. As the ball over to Zagrova was an audacious one. It was a free kick over there. A throw in, sorry, to Galatasaray. Zagrova wanted a free kick. He's not going to get one for that. It's just a coming together. And Spalletti intense over there on the far side. As the ball comes over to Davinson Sanchez. Davinson Sanchez goes infield to Bardacci. Jacobs. Torreira. What can he do with it? Torreira, he's the man who gave away the penalty for Juventus, remember, at the start of the night. And Sanchez now looking to go out wide, goes infield though to Bowie, who's dropping into a very central position here for Galatasaray. As the ball goes back to Sanchez just inside the Galatasaray half. Here goes Bowie towards Sane. Sane threatens to come forward, cuts inside though, and then passes across to İlkay Gundogan for Galatasaray. Ball goes forward though, and it's not a very good ball from Gundogan. He'll be disappointed with that, the German veteran. And Perrin has been able to pick up the ball and move it forward now for Juventus as the ball goes in towards the feet of Yildiz. Lovely layoff by Yildiz. Crossfield ball towards Boga, who makes a lovely run and gets there. Relatively fresh legs, only came on midway through the second half. Here goes Boga cutting infield. Got to get it on that right foot. He shoots. It's blocked by Sanchez. Gone out to Zagrova on the far side of the field. Zagrova back to Kalulu. Locatelli now looking at the options ahead of it. Nice little 1-2 with sense out. Boga. Yildiz. Kenan Yildiz. Lovely bit of play by him. Lays it off and it's come back out to Boga. Good by Juve keeping the ball, but poor by Boga as Bowie wins it off him. And Juventus can now spring an attack. Victor Osimhen couldn't hold it though. Disappointing by the Nigerian striker. As Locatelli brings the ball forward over the halfway line for Juventus. There's Kenan Yildiz. Nice bit of play there between him and Adzic. Adzic ends up going back to the goalkeeper, Perrin, who moves it long, headed forward by Sanchez. Already almost 6 minutes played here in extra time. Still goalless, but Boga's coming forward now for Juventus. Weston McKennie is in front of him. Jeremy Boga into the box, crossing back. Weston McKennie with a chance. He's then up to Zagrova. Oh, he's put it wide. What a chance. What an unbelievable opportunity for Juventus. And Zagrova has put it wide. Wow. Brilliant play by Boga. Weston McKennie then laid it off to Zagrova. Brilliant layoff. And he's put it wide. How has he missed that? What an opportunity. That was such a good chance. And Kepren Thuram on the bench, his face said it all. How he managed to miss that is quite unbelievable. And the Galatasaray defender was down. Bardacci was committed. He was on the floor. And so all he had to do was hit the target. The goalkeeper's not getting there. He's not saving that. Absolutely glorious one. And Lucas Torreira at the moment is receiving treatment. He's down, injured. And so, not sure what Boruk is going to do with this one, the manager. As Lucas Torreira has helped to his feet. Quite often happens, doesn't it? Goes to extra time in a highly intensive game like this. Players start pulling up with cramp. They start showing signs of struggling. As he's had to obviously come off for the time being here, Lucas Torreira. Whether he has got a problem or not, we're not going to know, but Sanchez now brings it forward for Galatasaray into the feet of İlkay Gundogan. Nice exchanging feet with Yilmaz. Back to Gundogan again. Here goes Icardi. turning on it, Mauro Icardi. Icardi tries to play one through. Burry is in behind here. It's a chance for Burry. Burry shoots. Good block from Kalu, from Borja. Maybe a corner kick into Galatasaray. It was a nice ball over the top to pick him out. It's a good run by Burry. Obviously not known for scoring, but lovely control and almost got his shot off. It was very unlucky. As the corner now will be taken on this near side by Yilmaz. He'll look to whip this in left-footed into a very dangerous position. As Yilmaz whips it into the box, it's not a great corner though. It's gone over to Gundogan on the far side. He goes short here to Murat, and there's a shot that comes in there by Lucas Torreira, who seems to have recovered from that injury a few moments ago. To strike the ball, he struck it well, but it was straight at Perry in the Juventus goal. And Juventus, though, can come forward once more. Locatelli comes out to Boga on this near side. Boga tries to force one forwards, but it's not going to work. And Galatasaray get the ball back again. With Kerin in the Galatasaray goal. And Davinson Sanchez now carries it forward. Looks like Galatasaray are going to make another change here. Obviously, they get an extra sub in extra time. Maybe it's for Lucas Torreira. He went down a few moments ago, didn't he? Has been moving rather gingerly. And Galatasaray coming forward though as Sanchez is out onto this near side to Sane. Cuts in field. Is that a foul? No. As Locatelli is able to keep the ball alive. Boga goes down but didn't get the free kick, and Galatasaray have still got it. He goes Torreira into the feet of Mauro Icardi, who's dropped it short to get on the ball now for Galatasaray. Comes back to Torreira, switching it to Sanchez. To Boy on this near side. Looks to cross it, doesn't cross it. Victor Osimhen is throwing his arms around. He is fuming in the box. He wants the ball to be crossed, and it's not being crossed. It's literally just being passed around in the Juventus final third. Sideways, forwards, backwards. He wants a ball to attack Victor Osimhen. That's what he wants. As the ball comes to Ilkay Gundogan, fakes to cross it again. What are they doing here? Galatasaray, Sane, Gundogan does finally put one in, but it's a terrible cross. And for a moment there, Sane had given away a foul, but he hasn't. And Galatasaray have still got it. And still that substitute on the sideline is still waiting to come on. And it's actually Wilfred Singo who's the man waiting, as Sane is finally going to cross it into the box, and a chance to the back post, and he's just missed the ball there. El Mali, wow, that was a very close call. It was a gorgeous cross from Sane. He only had to get a touch on that. It was maybe a little bit unfortunate that it wasn't Mauro Icardi or Victor Osimhen who was getting on the end of it. Probably what it needed. His instinct isn't to get into those areas normally. As you'd imagine, this sub will finally be made. It is made, and it is Lucas Torreira who's come off, so he can't continue. And Singo replaces Torreira. So a defensive change, of course, for Galatasaray. And Juventus are also making a change. Well, that's an interesting one. Kenan Yildiz is coming off. I suppose he hasn't really had an impact in extra time. He has struggled. But he was outstanding in that second half. He was so good. He looked absolutely fantastic. A constant threat for Juventus. And Miretti is coming on to replace Yildiz, as the goalkeeper now hoops the ball long down the pitch. Perrin, as good bit of play there by Singo, who gets his first touch since coming on. 2 minutes of the first half of extra time remaining. Weston McKennie launches one long down the line and just throws it straight out of play. I think it's a free throw into Galatasaray. As Bowie is the man who's going to take this throw in on this near side. Goes short to Gundogan and goes back to Sanchez, who hoofs it up the pitch long. Osimhen trying to win the header, not winning it. Here's Icardi, lovely ball to Osimhen. Lovely bit of play by those two, and Osimhen puts it into the box towards Yilmaz, and Yilmaz has given away a foul. He's not had a very good last 30 minutes or so. Yilmaz, he has really struggled, in all honesty. That was a really needless free kick to give away, and Juventus just using every opportunity to go down and take time out the game. I mean, they've still got Lois Openda on the bench, Juventus. It's an option to turn to. I mean, Lois Openda hasn't done very well since making the move from Leipzig to Juve in the summer, but he would have looked at that chance for Segrova 10 minutes ago, and he would have thought, I would have buried that. He would have backed himself to finish it. There's a long ball by Perrin, he's headed out of play. Singo for a throw into Juventus, which will be taken by Weston McKennie. Weston McKennie goes short to Locatelli. 2 minutes will be added on here at the end of this first half extra time, as Gundogan's won the ball back here, and Galatasaray coming forward in numbers. It's 5-on-3. It's Ilkay Gundogan. Can he pick the right option? Oh my word. How many times have they done that? That is so poor. Ilkay Gundogan, of all people. It was a 5-on-3 situation. Osimhen, Icardi, Yilmaz, Sane, and he put the wrong ball, but Galatasaray have won it again. It's a ball into the box. It's a chance for Victor Osimhen, and he scored. Victor Osimhen. Just like that, Galatasaray are back in the driving seat in this tie, and it's Victor Osimhen who has got the goal, the main man. And you feel as though it was an avoidable goal as well, given they had the ball in a good position and they gave it away. And just like that, you give Victor Osimhen a chance and he will take it. It's his 7th goal in 8 Champions League appearances so far this season, and that's why you keep him on the pitch. It was a good ball to him by Yilmaz. Good first touch by Osimhen, then straight through the legs of Perrin. It's an outstanding finish by the Nigerian striker. And it is Juventus 3, Galatasaray 1, with Galatasaray leading 6-5 on aggregate. And what a huge moment that is for Galatasaray. And I mean, if they get through here, Galatasaray, they would have really put their fans through it. As the ball goes back to Coke Miners here at the back. I'm guessing Juve are going to have to go for it, aren't they, in the second half extra time. And that is half time, by the way, in the first half of extra time. But that goal right on the stroke of first half extra time there by Victor Osimhen has put Galatasaray in pole position as we head into the second half of extra time and the final 15 minutes. We'll be back in a few minutes. pretty needless by Adzic. Just don't give them the opportunity to do this, because they're going to take any opportunity to take time out. It's 30 seconds that we're taking out there. As Sanchez goes short with the free kick, gives İlkay Gündoğan. They'll need him in this next 15 minutes or so, Galatasaray. That bit of experience to get through these final stages of this game and to book their place in the last 16 of the Champions League. Here's Yilmaz in a battle with Kalulu. Nice ball back though to El Mali. El Mali using Gündoğan just inside the Juventus half. Ball eventually goes out onto the far side to Bowie. Back for Sanchez once more. There goes Shakir in goal, who goes long down the pitch, and it's headed down for Osimhen. It's a chance here for Galatasaray. It's gone back to El Mali. Probably wrong player in the wrong position by Eren El Mali, who wildly blazed the ball over the crossbar, as Victor Osimhen did well to set up the chance for El Mali. He just couldn't quite make the most of the opportunity as Zagrova. Ball just evades him. Yilmaz does well defensively. Zagrova will be feeling pretty terrible after his shocking miss in that first half of extra time. It's crazy how so much happened in that period of extra time, and that's a foul though by Singo on, I think it was Adzic back there. And Juventus go to take the free kick quickly, but it's going to be a substitution here maybe for Juve. Just have to wait for the details of that for you. Yep, a couple of changes. Lois Apenda's coming on, and Locatelli's also coming off. So Apenda is one of the changes. I'll bring you those changes in a moment when they've made clear. But Locatelli and Kalulu are the two players that have come off for Juventus. So both of them have made way, and Openda and Kostic have entered the frame. So what can they do, I wonder, in this last 12 minutes or so? I think there's going to be another goal in this. Not that it matters what I think, but I think either way, because Juve are going to throw everything at this. It's going to leave space at the back for Galatasaray, and with the players they've got, they're a threat. But it is a corner though to Juventus. Osimhen getting back to help. Icardi's back in there as well. As Zagrova has gone over to take this, you'd imagine, based on the way he's put the ball down. As he is whipped into the penalty area, headed out by Victor Osimhen. Sane's on the edge of the box. Icardi heads it back to Osimhen. Osimhen couldn't quite get it under control, but here comes Gatti, a turnover of possession in the middle for Juventus. It's out to Weston McKennie, who got that third goal for Juve on the night. Here goes Zagrova. Nice play by Zagrova. Chance here for Zagrova. He's gone for goal. He shoots it safe. It's drilled back in and it's missed. How? Wow. Kostic it was who hit the ball first time on the volley, and it just invaded everyone in the middle of the box and went behind for a goal kick. But Zagrova there stinging the palms of Shakir, who made a top save there. It was straight at him, but it was hit the power. And then Kostic on the slide just got too much on it, and it went wide of the target. And it's gone wide for a goal kick. But that's crazy. And there's actually a yellow card for the Galatasaray goalkeeper here for time wasting, which I'm sure he's not going to be too bothered about that, as he's taking his time still, and he's going to be careful. We've got about 9 minutes here left of extra time. It is still Juventus 3, Galatasaray 1. There's Kostic just gone over to take the throw in on the far side of the pitch. Throws it forward into the feet of Boga, who wins another throw in for Juventus. And as you feel as though stick or twist here for Juve, they've got to just go for it. Boga couldn't quite control the ball from the throw in. Singo tries to throw one through to Icardi, but they have lost it. But they've won it back here. Galatasaray, they know they've lost it again. Weston McKennie retrieves it. One back though by El Marley on halfway. Sanchez playing it forward now to Singo. Singo driving forward, and I think he was fouled there. Singo, it will be a free kick to Galatasaray. Just inside the Galatasaray half. And Davinson Sanchez is going to take this free kick. Goes out wide to Singo. Back now to the skipper, Bardacci. And goes out wide once again, trying to take on his man out there, but that's poor over there by Bowie. And it's gone straight out of play for a throw into Juve. And it's flicked around the corner. Bardacci is able to hook it out of play though. And it's gone out of play once again for a Juventus throw, which is thrown into the path of Zagrova. Boga though this time. Here goes Miretti. Miretti driving forward for it for Juventus. Miretti on he goes. No foul, says the referee. It was only half cleared though. Kostic keeps it alive, plays it for Jeremy Boga. Cuts inside, shoots, blocked by Sanchez. Only comes farther as Weston McKennie here for Juventus, but guess who's back there defending? It's Victor Osimhen. But he's given it away, Osimhen. That was poor. He did well initially to win the ball back, but then gave it away. He's given a lot tonight, as of so many of the players, especially the Juve players, playing into extra time with 10 men. Since the 47th minute, it's no easy feat. Zagrova cuts inside. He's had a foul on Weston McKennie. Referee didn't seem interested. Play on. Boga on the far side of the field. Boga cuts inside. Can he get the shot off? Jeremy Boga, he does, but it's wild and it's miles over the bar. And it is going to be a goal kick to Galatasaray. Goalkeeper Fakir's got to be careful here. He's obviously been booked for time wasting a few moments ago. So he can't do it again. He's used up his time wasting allowance, if you like. He can't do any more. As the ball goes long forward towards Sane. Showed good strength there, Sane. He forced Gatti to put the ball out of play for a throw in on the far side for Galatasaray. And the Galatasaray fans look happier than what they did 20 minutes ago, but still look pretty anxious and nervy as he goes into the final exchanges as Leroy Sane goes across to Singo. Nice ball infield by El Marley. Singo back to Sanchez. Sanchez goes out to Bowie. Goes infield to Leroy Sane. Goes back to Sanchez once more. He's forced back though. To the goalkeeper, Shakir. Here goes El Marley. Less than 5 minutes remaining now in Turin for Juventus to salvage something, or Galatasaray to see out this game as the ball forward is a bit searching but didn't quite reach its mark. As Miretti plays one down to Zagrova, good bit of defending over there by Bardacci, just leading by example, heading the ball out of play, taking charge. As Weston McKennie now will take this throw in for Juventus on this near side. Mr. McKennie threatens to go long, and he's actually gone short to Moretti. He gives it back to him, and then Victor Osimhen wins the ball back. And he does really well there, Victor Osimhen, and then clears it. And he's got too much distance on that. And the ball, well, that's terrible by Kostic. He's only just come on the pitch. He's fresh, and he's just booted the ball out of play on the halfway line. And Galatasaray have got themselves a throw in. And it is a shame that he had that red card for Lloyd Kelly, because 11-3-11, and he always feels like it's more of an even contest. It's felt, Juve have done incredibly well with 10 men, but it's always, you can always feel the underlying struggle with it. There's always a bit of a challenge with it. And Gundogan is fouled there, by the way, by Lois Openda, and he's got himself a free kick there, the German, as it's come out to Yilmaz on this near side, threatens to go forward, then goes back instead. Here's Ilkay Gundogan, back to Davinson Sanchez. Here's Bowie, decides to go back to the goalkeeper. Sanchez and Openda getting in a little bit of a tussle with one another. And as Shakir kicks it out to O'Malley on his near side with his right foot, scoops one up towards Osimhen. Osimhen's done really well, he's got underneath it. Osimhen plays it to Sane, he's got it trapped under his feet though, stalls the attack a little bit. Leroy Sane in towards Gundogan, coming forward for it for Galatasaray. Instead though, deciding to go back and take time out the game. Goes back to Sanchez. Gundogan. Okay, Gundogan to Mauro Icardi. There's Gundogan once more. Back to Singo, who drives forward here. Singo, and he plays one through for Victor Osimhen, and Victor Osimhen's left it for Yilmaz, and Yilmaz has finished it. He's not had the best of games, Boris Yilmaz, it has to be said, but he was cool as a cucumber there. He almost took it off Victor Osimhen, who looked like he was going to put it in the net himself, but he just slid the ball underneath Perrin, who came out to challenge him, and he has made it Juventus 3, Galatasaray 2, and who now leads 7-5 on aggregate. The Juventus supporters, though, are clapping their players. They are proud of what their team has done this evening, and that's good to see, because they've been very good tonight. There was a good bit of play by Singo, played through for Osimhen, he was onside, and Yilmaz just pinched it off him, and just, well, I tell you what, it's a good job he scored it. I don't think Victor Osimhen would have been happy at all if he hadn't have finished it, but he did, and that's the most important thing from the Galatasaray perspective. It has been put in. Victor Osimhen or Yilmaz, it didn't matter, and it was Boris Yilmaz. And so the Turkish international has pretty much confirmed the Turkish side place in the last 16 of the Champions League. And Galatasaray now can look forward to a last 16 tie against either Liverpool or Tottenham, which will be interesting as Juventus try and come forward again on this near side with Adzic. Ball's gone out of play though, and Moretti has come over to take the throw in. He throws it back to Weston McKennie. We've got 2 minutes here of additional time at the end of the second half of extra time, as Grover gives it to McKennie. Here's Moretti driving forward for Juventus, trying to get into a dangerous position, or into the penalty area, and it is cleared, and Leroy Sane is coming out of it for Galatasaray, and Kostic has made the foul, and it will be a free kick to Galatasaray. And Ilkay Gundogan is stood over it. It's a long ball though, across to Yilmaz, and well, Galatasaray look like they want another one here, as Bowie has gone into the penalty area. Osman is in the middle. Icardi's there as well. It's gone back to Sane.